Old School is here, it is back. I am going to be playing this game on the Sega Game Gear. It is called Sonic Drift 2, although we knew it in Europe as Sonic Drift Racing. It is a kart racer on, like I've already said, the Sega Game Gear. I've never played this, guys. So it's going to be interesting for me. It's going to be interesting for you. Everyone's interested because it's an interesting kind of day. Here are your characters, look. Amy, Eggman, Metal Sonic. Is it Metal Sonic? Fang. Knuckles. I'm going to choose Knuckles. So, yeah. A kart racer on your 8-bit. On your 8-bit handheld, I should say. So the CPU's choosing all these other karts, or rivals for me. Round 1, Emerald Hill. So let's check this out. Okay. Oh. So, yeah, this has got that arcade aesthetic, arcade racer aesthetic, isn't it? Like, in the arcades, I was going to say late 70s. But, the 80s arcade racers, guys, where you kind of just, you just kind of accelerate and go left and right, and that's about it. And already I'm sounding critical there. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoyed those games in the arcade. I used to play many hours on those kind of games. This is cool. I don't mind this. This is alright. We've got to remember the tech it's on, guys. I do say that a lot on Old School, but it's relevant. But I would have enjoyed this if I wanted something just to pick up and play when I'm on a long journey and I've got my Game Gear. Even though the Game Gear was huge, wasn't it? I never owned one, guys. I didn't see one in the flesh until way years later, years after it was released or hit the shops here in the UK. But yeah, this is okay, guys. And for once, I haven't written reviews or written down review scores. I've got an iPad open with Wiki in front of me so I can glance over. So do bear with me. But the reception, it says, like its predecessor, Sonic Drift 2 was met with mixed to negative reviews from critics. Famicom Shushin, I think I've said that right, scored the game a 19 out of 40. Sonic's the winner at Emerald Hill. Emerald Hill 1? Yeah. Let's have a look at these other reviews before the next round kicks off. GameSpot described the game as basically unplayable because of poor handling and a really short horizon. Okay. That's fair, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure on the point. I mean, it's good for the Mario Kart vibe, but the point of the being able to see the track on the top half of the screen, it's like, yeah, I know you can use that to see who's behind you and who's in front of you, but it's like, do they expect you to kind of learn the tracks by glancing up? Because you just haven't got the time to. I quite like this. This is quirky. I don't think it's a bad game by any means, but I could see why people would have been critical of this. I'm trying to think of kart races that we had on the handhelds, the 8-bits and 16-bits, or any handhelds, basically. Actually, I do remember one because I have played it and featured on this channel on Bad Video Games playlist. Shameless plug, go check that playlist out. It's fun. It's a fun playlist, that one. M&M's Kart Racing on the DS. On the Nintendo DS. That's a bad game, that. That's a bad kart racer. This is very simplistic. I'm pressing accelerate, obviously, to accelerate. And I'm pressing the other button. And it's not doing anything. So, but it might be because I'm not carrying any items yet. I'm picking rings up, aren't I? There's little... This is the thing. The object's flying at you so quick. And your vision's limited. it's kind of difficult to know what's going on. Music's cool. Sonic winning again. Sonic's just showing off now. Yeah, the music's really quirky and cool. The graphics, the visuals, really nice, actually. I think they are. Let me know in the comments if you've played this game, guys. It passed me by. As did many Game Gear games, to be quite honest. I did know a guy who picked one up. Oh, look at this. But do you fall... I was going to say, do you fall off the edge? There's your answer. Yeah, I knew a guy later in life who had a Game Gear. He picked one up off classifieds. It burned through the batteries, didn't it, from what I can remember? Or am I thinking of the Lynx? Because the Lynx, Atari Lynx definitely did. But yeah, I had high hopes for the Sega Game Gear, and I was a bit disappointed with how it turned out for the console in the end, because it wasn't... Where I live, anyway, everyone had Game Boys here in the UK. When we were kids, again, I didn't know anyone with a Sega Game Gear. But I would have enjoyed this, I have to say. I mean, playing it now, it's just like, yeah, just dip in for a few minutes and take it for a spin. But it's... There's zero depth to this. As kart races go, Mario Kart is 1,000,000 times better. But obviously Sega were doing things with the Sonic franchise. They were like, okay, Mario, what have you got? We'll do it as well, basically. But didn't do it quite as good. I'm a bit of a Mario fanboy when it comes to Mario v Sonic. I think the Mario games are better. I have talked about this on the channel before. The Mario games, for me, had more variety. They were more innovative. The design of them evolved game after game after game. Sonic... I'm going to get people in the comments going, no, you're wrong, Chorizo. But Sonic, for me, never evolved as such. It just brought sequels out. And the games, the levels got more colourful, maybe, and more quicker. But it just didn't have that, like, individuality that every Mario game had. Look at Sonic just flying here. Just winning everything. He is the Max Verstappen of... whatever this is called. Sonic Drift 2, there you go, it says it there. Casino Night. Here we go. Oh, this looks cool. I think this is a pretty game, guys, I have to say. I'm a sucker for these, like I said at the top of the video, these arcade races. Old school arcade races. Was it Pole Position? There was one in the pub near where I went to college. Really old cabinet, and I was like in my teens in college. Was I my teens? Yeah, and basically this thing must have been in there for years. It was so dusty, and it was like this: the graphical style, the way the track comes towards you. I'm pretty sure it's the game that one of the characters in Dawn of the Dead is playing. Basically, it's got like a little steering wheel, and you just go. Accelerate with like a stick, basically with a gear stick, and it was cool. I used to play it I used to spend so much money on that game. So to have this in your pocket or in your backpack, Game Gear is not going to fit in your pocket. It would have been cool. I would have enjoyed it. But yeah, that is Sonic. I was going to call it Sonic and Knuckles Racing then. On the Sega Game Gear, please let me know, guys, if you played it. What did you think of it? Look out for more content. Come to the channel. And I'm going to see... No, I was going to see if I can use an object here. But it's just not happening at all. Yeah, loads of content. Come to the channel, guys. I'll speak to you all very soon.